Picture this for a moment. What if everything in existence is quietly working in your favor? Every delay, every unexpected turn, every moment of confusion isn't blocking you, but guiding you in ways you may not yet understand. What if every breath you take and every step you move is part of a greater design meant for your highest good? Even when things seem off, even when life doesn't match your expectations, beneath the surface, everything is unfolding exactly as it should. This isn't just a comforting thought, it's a principle that shapes your entire experience. The life you live is built from what you consistently accept as true. What you deeply believe, what you hold on to with conviction, becomes your reality. Faith is simply holding on to something unseen with certainty until it becomes visible. When you start living as if things are already working out for you, you align yourself with that truth. You begin to think, act, and feel from the place where your desire is already fulfilled. You don't need to chase answers or wait for proof. You don't have to beg or wonder how it will happen. Instead, you settle into the feeling that it already has. That sense of knowing becomes your foundation. Your reality begins to reflect that inner state. There was someone who once felt completely defeated, convinced that nothing was changing no matter how hard they tried. They had done everything, prayed, visualized, repeated affirmations, but still felt stuck. The problem wasn't effort, it was perspective. Everything they were doing came from a place of lack, from hoping instead of knowing. The shift came when they stopped trying to make things happen and started living as if everything had already fallen into place. They carried themselves differently, with calm confidence. They didn't wait for signs anymore. They believed first. And then life began to respond. Opportunities showed up, relationships improved, and most importantly, their inner world became peaceful and steady. Living this way isn't about pretending or being unrealistic. It's about recognizing your creative power. You are not here by accident. Your imagination is not just a tool, it's the source of everything you experience. The world around you reflects what you repeatedly accept within yourself. So what happens when things don't go your way? Do you assume the worst, or do you remind yourself that what you see is only a reflection of past thoughts? The moment you choose a new belief and feel it as real, you plant a seed. Whether you see results immediately or not doesn't matter. Growth is already happening. It's easy to feel certain when life looks good. The real strength is choosing belief even when it doesn't. When circumstances say no, but your inner voice says yes. When things seem uncertain, but you walk with quiet confidence anyway. That's where transformation begins. You can start by using your imagination. Close your eyes and feel what it would be like if you knew, without doubt, that everything was working out. Let that feeling sink in. Carry it with you into your daily life. That feeling is your connection. It's the key to shifting everything. Think about moments in your past that seemed negative at first, but later turned out to be necessary. The missed chances, the delays, the endings, they often led you somewhere better. What if you trusted that process now, in real time? The truth is, the version of you who already has everything working out exists right now. You don't need to create it, you just need to step into it. You move into that version through belief, through repetition, through holding that state consistently. Every time you remind yourself that things are working out, you strengthen that identity. Change doesn't come from struggle or force, it comes from accepting the outcome as already real. Once you do that, everything else naturally rearranges itself around you. There was someone who always expected things to go wrong. Every small issue felt like confirmation of failure, and life mirrored that belief. But when they decided to shift their mindset and consistently tell themselves that things were always working in their favor, something changed. Slowly at first, then more clearly. Opportunities appeared, stress faded, and life began to feel lighter. The change didn't come from doing more, but from thinking differently. So decide now. Stop feeding doubt. Stay loyal to your vision instead of your fears. The world reflects what you hold inside. You don't change your life by fighting the outside. You change it by transforming within. Start living as if everything is already working out for you. Not as an act, but as a way of being. Let it shape your thoughts, your feelings, your actions. Life follows that pattern. Ask yourself, if success was guaranteed, how would you live? What would you do differently? What would you stop postponing? How would you show up? That version of you already exists. Step into it. You are not here just to react. You are here to create. Pay attention to your inner dialogue. Is it supporting your vision or your fear? Shift it. Speak only what you want to experience. Remind yourself daily, Everything supports me, everything guides me, everything is working out in my favor. When you truly accept that things always work out in your favor, something shifts in you. You begin to carry yourself differently, speak with more ease, and move with quiet confidence. Others may not be able to explain it, but they will sense it. That's because you're no longer reacting to life. You're living from the outcome you've already accepted within yourself. The real power has never been outside of you. It lies in your ability to choose the best assumption and stay loyal to it, no matter what you see around you. And this is where real strength comes from, holding steady in what you know internally, even when the outer world tries to say otherwise. Try it for yourself, not later, but right now. Start moving through your day as if everything is already unfolding perfectly. When something unexpected happens, don't resist it. Smile and remind yourself that even this is part of things aligning for you. Over time, you'll begin to notice how everything connects. You'll see meaning in situations that once felt random, and a sense of calm will replace the need to control everything. Your role isn't to figure out every step or force outcomes. Your only job is to maintain your inner state. Life reflects what you consistently believe. So when your dominant mindset becomes "everything works out for me," reality has no option but to follow that lead. You are not at the mercy of chance. You are shaping your experience through what you accept as true. What you consistently imagine with belief eventually becomes your lived experience. Move forward with the understanding that you're already on the right path. Everything is aligning, even if you don't see it yet. Trust it. Live from that certainty. You were never meant to struggle endlessly or chase after life. You were meant to align with it, to move with confidence and trust. When you live from the feeling that your desire is already fulfilled, things begin to flow more naturally. At your core, you are creative energy. Your imagination is powerful and your world responds to it. Treat your life like something you are shaping, not something happening to you. Hold on to that deep knowing that everything is working in your favor, and let that guide your thoughts and actions. This goes deeper than motivation or positive thinking. It's a fundamental principle of how reality operates. The moment you settle into the belief that everything is working out, you activate unseen processes that begin reshaping your experience. You may not always see immediate results, but change begins the instant your inner state shifts. When you live this way, you stop resisting life. You stop arguing with what is happening and instead stand firmly in your belief. That belief becomes your foundation. From there, everything begins to reorganize around you. To others, it may seem unrealistic. They might think you're ignoring facts, but those facts are simply reflections of past beliefs. Change the belief, and the facts will follow. Worry and fear only reinforce what you don't want. Instead, focus inward. Live from the place where your desire is already real. That's the real instruction. Believe you already have it, and it will show up. Imagine going through your day with that mindset. A delay happens, you see it as part of the process. A rejection comes, you trust it's redirecting you. An expense arises, you know it's making room for something greater. You begin to live from peace instead of stress, from certainty instead of doubt. And as you hold that state, your world starts to reflect it. The right people, opportunities, and outcomes begin to appear naturally. There's no need to chase or force anything, just remain in that inner knowing. Walk through life with quiet assurance, not arrogance, but calm certainty. You understand that your belief shapes your experience. And when you forget, as everyone does, return to that feeling. Pause, reconnect, and remind yourself of the truth. Feel supported, guided, and secure. Let it become real inside you. When it feels real within, it must show up outside. Your world is not fixed. It changes based on your awareness. What you consistently assume becomes your reality. So choose wisely. Choose to believe that everything is always working in your favor. This isn't something that works occasionally, it's always in motion. The only question is what you're feeding into it. Are you focusing on fear or trust, doubt or certainty? Pay attention to your inner dialogue. Shift it when needed. You don't need permission or proof, you only need to decide. Live from the outcome you want and let everything else follow. You are here to embody that state, not chase it. When you truly know that everything is working out, you become steady and unshaken. Challenges may arise, but they don't move you. Your peace comes from within, not from circumstances. Think of your life as a reflection of your inner world. You are creating it through your thoughts and beliefs. So test this. Pick one area of your life. Imagine the outcome you want. Feel it as if it's already done. Hold on to that feeling and carry it with you. Then watch how things begin to shift. You're not waiting for life to change. You're choosing to change within. And when that happens, everything else follows. People respond differently, opportunities appear, and things start aligning. Let this idea stay with you. Everything is working out for you. Repeat it, feel it, live it. Over time, you'll realize the only thing that ever needed to change was your assumption. You don't need to earn what's meant for you. You just need to accept it as already yours. Keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it. You don't need complex methods or rituals. Just step into the feeling and stay there. That's where the transformation happens. Assumption is simply choosing to agree with a higher truth. When you remind yourself that everything is working in your favor, you align with the flow of life instead of resisting it. Even when you don't understand the path, trust that it's leading you exactly where you need to be. What seems like a detour now may soon reveal itself as the very thing that brought everything together. They begin to act like an unseen force of grace, quietly arranging people, situations, and outcomes with perfect timing. But your role is to stay loyal, not to what your eyes show you, but to what you know deep inside. There will be times when everything around you looks like it's falling apart. The outside world will try to pull you away from your belief. Money may run low, someone may leave, an opportunity might disappear. But none of this is here to defeat you. It's your own inner world asking a simple question. Will you stay grounded in your truth, or will you react to what appears on the surface? If you stay steady, if you hold on to that inner certainty that everything is working in your favor, you will see things shift. One day you'll look back and realize that what once felt like a setback was actually setting everything up for you. What you thought was a problem was really the doorway to something better. This is how it works. Life follows belief. It shapes itself around what you accept as true. And that belief doesn't come from repeating words. It comes from who you decide to be. You must see yourself as the kind of person for whom things always work out. Not occasionally, not when things are easy, but all the time. Right now, you're being invited to step into that identity. To remember that you are not powerless in life. You are the source shaping it. You're not here to struggle endlessly. You're here to assume, to feel, and to receive. How do you know you've entered that state? You feel calm, you feel light, even without a reason. There's a quiet joy, a sense of ease. You're no longer chasing or forcing anything. You feel settled, certain, and aware that what you want is already yours on a deeper level, and it will show up in time. Don't stress about when it will happen. Time follows your belief. It adjusts itself around your inner state. Things that take others years can come to you quickly. What others struggle for, you can attract with ease, not because you're better, but because you're aligned. You don't need to convince anyone or prove anything. Just stay committed to your inner knowing. Keep it to yourself if you need to. Let your life be the proof. When you truly live from the belief that everything works out for you, your life begins to reflect that in ways that feel almost unreal. People will notice. They'll wonder how things seem to fall into place for you, and your answer will be simple. You believed it first, you felt it before it happened. You lived as if it was already true, and life followed. Make this your daily way of living. Not effort, not struggle, just a steady inner state. Wake up and step into that feeling. Move through your day and return to it whenever you drift. Go to sleep knowing it's already done. Stay consistent. When doubt shows up, ground yourself again. When fear tries to speak, answer it with your truth. Everything is working out for me. Keep repeating it until it becomes natural, until it becomes who you are. Once it does, your world will reflect it without resistance. You're not asking life to give you anything. You're realizing it already has. You're not forcing something new into existence. You're revealing what's already real on a deeper level. From that place, life begins to flow smoothly. This is where what once felt impossible starts to feel normal. You begin expecting good things, not out of blind hope, but because you understand who you are. You are creative power in motion. Your imagination shapes your world. So don't wait for proof before you believe. Let your belief be the proof. Everything you experience is a reflection of past assumptions. If you want a different result, change what you hold within. Take a moment, breathe, let this sink in, not just in your mind, but in how you feel. Stand with the quiet confidence of someone whose desire is already fulfilled. Speak from that place. See the world through that lens. What you imagine with feeling will become real. So live as if everything is working out for you because it is, because it must. Your belief is the seed and life grows from it. This is your realization. You are not controlled by circumstances. You are the one shaping them. Life isn't happening to you, it's unfolding through you and for you. When you live as if everything works out, you're not pretending. You're declaring your truth. You stand firm in the understanding that your imagination creates and your belief directs. Let others doubt if they want. Let circumstances say otherwise. You remain steady. You felt it now. You understand it. Nothing is out of reach when you stay faithful to this. Just assume and stay consistent. Move forward with certainty, not hoping but knowing. Let that feeling guide your words, your actions, your presence, and as you do, you'll watch your life quietly transform as everything begins to align with what you believe. This is your power, this is your truth. Live as if everything is working out for you and watch how it always does.